We are the church. We need to be the example for what marriage is. I get Christians on my live stream all the time, and they say things like, we are married, but they never made it legal. They say things like, oh, we're married before God alone. See, God designed marriage to be public and have a legal component for visible accountability and many, many other reasons. I mean, not to mention how Romans 13:1 and Titus 3:1-2 talk about how we should be submitting to the government authorities. If nothing else, one thing is because it benefits us. God's commands and laws are good and beneficial for us. 1 Peter 2:13-14 says, submit yourself for the Lord's sake to every human authority, whether to the emperor as to the supreme authority or to the governors who are sent by him to punish those who do wrong and commend those who do right. Listen, it's for our benefit. God creates these things for the government to rightly help govern us. And we need to complete all the steps via your church and the government. Without both, it's not a marriage. When someone's in this relationship, when trouble starts, guess what? One person's going to decide to dip out, and there's nothing anybody can do to help because they're not technically married. It's about as enforceable as a pinky promise done in secret on the playground. Doing things in secret, for the most part, is always frowned upon within scripture, but especially something like this. I have seen the aftermath firsthand of people who do this, and one person always runs away and leaves the other person high and dry. The thing is they're going to try and use the argument of, oh, well, Acts 5:29 says we must obey God rather than man. But this is not a pass just to disobey because we don't like or trust the government. By the way, typically people who use this reason is because they don't trust the government, which vicariously they don't trust God. God says to do things a certain way, so you trust how he does it. The context indicates that Christians should submit to the authorities, except for rare instances where the government will give commands that are clearly contradictory to God's will. Not things like, I just don't trust the government. And if these people really don't trust the government, then don't be a hypocrite and truly live outside of it for everything. Don't use public roads, don't use schools, don't use parks, don't use libraries, don't use pipes, don't use phone lines, don't call the police, don't call the fire department, don't ever take from a food pantry, and I hope you never take unemployment or disability ever in your life. And if they do any of these things, then you know that they don't really distrust the government. They just only want to get things from the government. And so they're literally cherry picking and they're gaming the system. And I'm sure that there are some like crazy extreme cases in like persecuted countries where there may be some exception to this, but 99.9999999999999% of people, you need to do it through both the church and your government. And I know this is a hard word, but somebody needs to hear this. And you need to send this video to somebody who's in one of these fake marriages. We need to do better than this. This trend of these fake marriages needs to stop.